According to Christianity itself, God created the world 6,000 years before. In India, we have excavated Mohenjo-daro, a big, huge city just like Bombay. And Harappa, again another big city, which even Christians, because the man in charge of excavation was a Christian, Marshall, even he has to accept that we cannot reduce them more than 7,000 years. That will be absolute nonsense. It does not fit with my conscience. Although as a Christian I should put them below 6,000 years. But as a scientist, I can bring them at the most 7,000 years. And those cities, I have to tell you, have as big roads as New York or San Francisco. That shows that those cities must have great vehicles with speed. Otherwise, those roads are not needed. Just for people to walk on them or bullock carts, those big roads are not needed. Even today, our biggest cities don't have that big roads. And on both the sides, pavements for people to walk. It is an indication that they must have been having some kind of vehicles run by engines, some kind of petroleum, gas. Not only that they have big roads, they have huge buildings. Only ruins are there, but the ruins show great stories. Such huge bedrooms. They had public swimming pools. They had a water system, a very strange water system, to connect every house with pipelines. Every house has a bathroom, a toilet. And do you think Christianity has civilized the world? Just 100 years before, in American Supreme Court, there was a case against a man who has just now come from Europe and has found that in Paris, people are having bathrooms attached to their bedroom. So he has made first bathroom attached to bedroom. The whole Christianity was against him, great processions, that this is absolutely dirty to have a bathroom attached to the bedroom. Bathrooms, toilets have to be far away back of the house. And the man has to fight up to Supreme Court to win the case. Just 100 years. And 7,000 years before in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, they had attached bathrooms, toilets to their bedroom. They had a water system, making water available to every house, every bathroom, making water available to public swimming pools. And there were private swimming pools also in very big houses, which were certainly of rich people, kings and queens. And 7,000 years is the minimum. The more possibility is they are more ancient than 7,000. Because there is no mention in Hindu scriptures about Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Such huge cities, and no mention of those cities. And Rig Veda, the most ancient book, is with a valid evidence 90,000 years old. Even Rig Veda does not mention those cities. Perhaps those cities are more ancient than Rig Veda. Perhaps they disappeared in a catastrophe, natural or man-made, before Aryans came to India. Those cities did not belong to Aryans, because not a single statue of Hindu gods has been found there. Yes, one statue has been found which proves that Jainism must have been prevalent in those cities. One statue only has been found of a naked Mahavira. But nobody can say whether it is Mahavira or 24 other Tirthankaras of the Jainas, anyone. That statue proves that before Aryans came to India, there was flourishing a great civilization, and that also proves that Jainism is far ancient than Hinduism. Because no Hindu temple has been found, no Hindu statue of Shiva or Vishnu or Brahma, nothing of it. And you will not believe, these two cities went into 7 times in destruction. It is now just a guesswork what happened to these cities. Because first, when they excavated, they thought this is all, a great city. But Marcel was interested to dig more, because he was suspecting that such a big city cannot come into existence from nowhere. There must have been other big cities. So he started digging outside Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and he was surprised. There was another layer of huge mud, perhaps volcanic explosions, and under that mud another similar kind of city with the same facilities. And then he became interested to dig more. 7 layers had been found. It seems for thousands of years, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were going into convulsions. Destroyed, they made it again. Destroyed, they made it again. 7 times. It must have taken thousands of years for those cities, and ultimately they were destroyed. It is just for us to guess whether it was nuclear weapons those people were accumulating, because all their cities show scientific technology. Or it was nature, but nature cannot be so harsh that 7 times it will destroy a city. Most probably it was man himself. Perhaps Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were in fight, and they were destroying each other and building again, whoever has survived, another city on top of the old city which has been bombed and destroyed. Now Christians have to answer, were Harappa and Mohenjo-daro created before God created the world?